Welcome to the Catholic Apostolate Center's Blogcast series. Today's episode is titled Reflections from 1 Week in Rome, written and read by Sarah Harrigan. In July, I had the opportunity to attend the Summer Leadership Development Program with the Lay Center in Rome. I spent 1 week in the Eternal City, and it was such a wonderful experience. Going into the week, I was not sure exactly what the program would entail. I knew it was a leadership program for young people in the church to better understand their call to leadership, but I was not sure what the actual program itself would be like. This was also the first time that I had traveled internationally by myself. I was both excited and nervous at the challenge. What do I do if my flight gets delayed? What if I'm unable to find a taxi at the airport? What if I get lost trying to find the entrance to the lay center? All these questions and more circled around in my mind as I prepared for the trip. I boarded my flight at JFK Airport in New York and arrived smoothly in Rome on a sunny Friday afternoon. First fear of my flight getting delayed was avoided, and I successfully found a taxi to take me from the airport to the lay center. Second fear tackled. Finally, I was welcomed into the lay center by their wonderful staff and began to settle myself into my new home for the next week. Third fear conquered. My first day and a half in Rome was free time, to adjust to the time difference and explore the city. I enjoyed walking past the Colosseum from our accommodations at the lay center and over to the Trevi Fountain, where I would get a gelato to enjoy on my walk back. It was such a great start to the trip. I also began to chat with the other participants of the program. We all stayed in the same hall with our own rooms in a shared bathroom with one person. It was a similar layout to what you may see in a dorm room. I was one of 4 participants from the United States. The other 20 or so were from all over the world. From Cameroon to South Korea to Afghanistan, there were so many different cultures I had to learn from. I really saw the work of the Lord through all these people. It was so interesting to see that we all come from different backgrounds, but we all had one thing in common: a love for the church. We spent the week learning about leadership. What does it mean to be a leader? How can we be effective leaders? What does it mean to allow the Lord to move us as leaders? How can we lead with the morals Jesus taught us? We sat through various presentations from different religious communities and learned about the models of leadership through St. Benedict and St. Ignatius Loyola, as well as reflected on our own individual leadership styles and strengths. All of these discussions bore many fruits throughout the week-long program and spurred great conversations about the importance of faith and leadership. Each of us brought our own individual idea of leadership, and we were able to grow on models that others brought to the table. Each day, we began with morning prayer, and we were encouraged to volunteer to share a prayer exercise with the group. One of my favorites was learning and participating in the Taize prayer. I have always enjoyed prayer through music, but I have never experienced this meditation technique. It was very calming and helped me to put my focus on the Lord. We ended each day with evening prayer, followed by dinner, which we ate together as a group. Sharing meals together as a group and telling stories from our own experiences and backgrounds really helped to strengthen our bond as a group. Every meal was filled with inquisitive insight, laughter, and joy, as well as delicious home-cooked Italian food. I had never lived in a community before. I had lived in a dorm for several years in college, but I had never experienced community life like this. It was such a great experience. Everyone was so welcoming, warm, friendly, and always went out of their way to help one another. Whether it was helping me carry my suitcase to the 4th floor, filling up my glass at dinner, or lending me a bus ticket, I was struck by the selflessness of others. In reflection, I experienced so much growth during this 1 week abroad. I grew in my confidence of solo travel. I grew in my professional life by learning various leadership skills. I grew in my personal life from meeting so many people of different cultural backgrounds, and I grew in my spiritual life through our studies of the saints. I am so thankful to have been given the opportunity to attend the Summer Leadership Development Program and will continue to grow from the experience for years to come.